Good afternoon. Welcome to Share Home's Concession Training video. For our intro video, I first of all want to tell you who we are. We're a nonprofit located with our home office in Cleveland, Ohio. Recently, we became a national work employment provider, a WEP provider, and what that means is that we're authorized if you have child support or receive SNAP, you could do your 20 hours a week with our agency. We also have a lot of people that get Social Security, and the reason for that is because we get a donation as a 501c3 for running the stadium concession stands, and so we're able to pay a stipend to our workers. So that's who we are. We offer on the site life skills training for youth and also adults, starting with ages 16 with no limit, as long as you're able to get around pretty good. The purpose of this video is we want you to understand what your role is in coming on the team for us, and how to conduct yourself if you're on a site. So once again, thank you so much for joining the team of Share Homes, and we're going to get started with our training. This is video 2 of our training, and so I wanted to take you through what happens is once you sign up, go to our website and sign up, or either I get your first and last name, and then what happens is you complete the orientation. So the orientation is at whatever stadium we're at, whether it's Cleveland, New York, or Cincinnati. They have an orientation where usually that orientation is used to take your picture and get your ID, so you're able to come in and out of the stadium along with their full requirements of what they require. At this training, you will need your ID, and so you can show proof of your age and proof of who you are. So they do require a picture ID, and the training usually lasts anywhere from 2 to 3 hours. So you want to be prepared with that. So that's the first part of being initiated to be on our team, is attending the training. Also, all the facilities have a test. Baseball usually is around 10 questions and it's pretty basic. For Airmark, it's 2 to 3 hours and it's more intensive, and the test is longer also. So those are the differences between Airmark and Delaware North, and we serve both companies at stadiums throughout the country. And so then what happens after you pass the test and get your certificate? You send a copy to the office. So we have a copy by email. You could text it, and also once you send it to us, we send a copy to them, because it usually takes them about 2 weeks to get the certificates, and we can send it to them immediately. So before that, you do have to do a DocuSign for Airmark only, that with a form that says you agree to volunteer and a background check. For Delaware North, that form is signed when you go to orientation. So that's the two differences between Delaware North and Airmark. So you'll know when you get there, and if you have any questions on which company, you could always ask. But we work for both companies because those two companies own most of the stadiums all over the country. So then once you pass your test and get your certificate, turn it in, then now it's time to get on the schedule. So depending on what city you live in and what venue it is, that would determine how long it takes. Like for instance, with the Cavs, we have a certain fixed number, Cavaliers and Rocket Mortgage, whereas a lot of times for baseball games and football, they will take extras and just send you to another stand. So we don't worry too much about if we have people over. So that's, that's that. So then once you're assigned and you go in, the first thing you do is look at your stand manual. Every single stand has a manual, and this manual will tell you exactly how to run the stand. It will also tell you the number of tickets sold so you understand the crowd. It will tell you where everything is, how to work everything, and also a sign-in sheet. And if you're the stand leader, that's important because everybody must sign the sign-in sheet because it goes downstairs to determine the nonprofit, how many people, how many volunteers are present. So, and the first thing you should do automatically when you walk into your stand after seeing the stand book is start to wipe off. Start to wipe off the grill, start to wipe off the popcorn machine, start to wipe off the counters before you open the slide to expose the counters. And the reason for this is that most of the time the stands may have been closed, or something may have been spilled. They have someone else that comes in at night, but that's a good starting point to find your bucket, find some water, no matter who's there, no matter if you're first there, and to wipe down your stand. And then if you are the inventory person, or even if you're not, find something to count. What that means is that if you're at a stand and the lead who has not arrived there yet, count the water. Get you a scrap sheet of paper, count the water or count the Pepsis, count something so that when they come in, your job is easier, because teamwork makes the dream work. So that's what you should be doing as soon as you walk into your stand, is wiping it down. And if your lead is not there, your inventory person, finding something to count, because that would make their job a whole lot easier. So it's important. Dress code is important. Black pants. We can't stress enough black pants. And don't worry about the shirts, because every venue gives you a shirt, but underneath your shirt we usually put either a white t-shirt or a black t-shirt, and either one of those can be long sleeve as long as you cover it with the shirt that they provide for you. As far as the hats, they give out plain hats or hats to match whatever venue you're in, or hair nets. Always keep your hair covered, because you don't want hair in the customer stand. So once again, to recap, when you come in, you wipe out your stand, wipe off your stand, maybe pick something to count. If you are the lead of the stand, then that's a different role, and our YouTube channel will give you information on inventory and how to do the inventory, because the lead will complete the inventory along with signing in on the cash register. So with the cash register, usually that's somebody that's been there for a while, that's had the training, that understands concessions, and will be able to rock with the crowd. So a lot of people would like to start on the cash register, but that's really not what we do unless you were just specifically hired for a cashier. We usually like for you to get the feel of everything before you jump on cashier. Some of the jobs that we have available in the stand is, of course, cashier. We might have someone to bag popcorn, someone on the grill, hamburgers, somebody making hot dogs with a partner to wrap the hot dogs, somebody to clean the stand, constantly emptying the trash, sweeping up, mopping up, keeping the dishes done in the back, and usually someone for sauces to keep whatever sauce cart filled and clean. And usually that's the same person that's doing the janitorial maintenance. That's usually the same person. So it's several jobs, because support staff wrapping hot dogs, wrapping hamburgers. The cooks are the people on the grill making the fries, making the hamburgers, making the hot dogs. That is the person that's cooked. So, and then we have the cashier, then we have runners. And I usually assign one runner to two people standing between them. So when there's a long line and they're ringing up orders, they'll yell out to you, hand me a popcorn, hand me two hot dogs, etc. You're able to hand them, and then another one to keep the line moving so that they don't have to stop what they're doing, leave the counter, go get the order, and take it back. It has been times when we've had to do that because we didn't have enough people, but generally you will have a runner too. So think about what position you might be interested in. We have pizza makers. We have people that just make the boxes that goes in, say, the chicken or the pizza. So whether you want to be support staff or cook or janitorial maintenance, which some people like to do that because they just don't want to be bothered. Cashier. So just kind of think about what you want to do as a team member with Share Homes before your first start day. We have an entire package online that tells you exactly what to expect, as well as everything that I'm talking about as far as dress code and pay and that kind of stuff. So we want to bring our A game. We want to do good customer service. We are all on the same team. And I really, really, really want to say welcome you. We appreciate you, and let's get it. Let's win.